Hi everyone, it's Laura here for Clarkman Crafts, and today I'm sharing an inspiration card for our current Valentine's Day challenge, which runs until January 31st. I'll be making a quick and easy Valentine's Day card featuring Lawn Fawn special delivery and Scalloped Slimline with hearts. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm starting out by stamping the images on Trenzo type coloring paper using Memento Tuxedo black ink. Lately, I really like to use these small acrylic blocks from Lawn Fawn because they are nice and thick and it helps me to get a really good stamped impression. I'm coloring my images using Copic sketch markers. I'm starting out with my lightest color to add like a little guide on where I'm going to add my shading. Then I go in with my darkest color, then I blend that with the mid-tone shade, and then finally I blend everything together using the lightest color again. For the orange, I'm using YR09, YR04, and YR02. And sometimes I have to repeat the coloring process twice, sometimes even 3 times in order to get a really nice blend. To add some shading to the white envelope in the white paper, I'm using the BG10 marker along with the colorless blender. Since I kind of missed out on our previous challenge, which was pastel colors, I decided to go with a pastel color scheme for today's card. So I'm using some shades of turquoise. I'm using BG13, BG32, and BG11. Then for the soft pastel pink, I'm using RV02, RV10, and RV0000. For my little owl, I am going in with E27, E57, and E55. This is my favorite brown Copic marker combination just because it works every single time, and I also really like this particular shade of brown for pretty much everything. It works really well with critters, but it also works really well to color trees. For his little belly, I'm going in with some W shades, so some warm grays. I'm using W3, 1, 0, and 00. At first, I didn't use the W3, but it was just a little bit too light. It just needed a little bit of an extra shade darker, so that's why I decided to use that color. Next, I'm doing all of my die cutting, so I'm die cutting the colored images using the coordinating dies, but then I also use the Scalloped Slimline with Hearts die cut set to adhere my, to die cut my Scalloped Slimline and to die cut the little heart portion or the heart piece of this die cut set. I'm assembling my little owl using foam squares. I'm using the thin and then the thick foam squares from scrapbook adhesives. And then to adhere my heart panel onto my Scalloped Slimline, I'm using foam tape from Scotch. I die cut the heart panel twice. As you can see, I also die cut it using a pink cardstock because I will be adhering those little hearts on the bottom and on the top of this panel. So just to get a little bit of contrast and also to add a little fun element to this card. I'm using the same foam tape that I used to adhere the heart panel because it needs to be the same thickness. So I'm just going to pop that in and then you will see the little words. So it's really fun. I think that these conversation hearts are just so adorable. And I actually received some of these conversation hearts with an order that I placed a while ago. It's actually an order that I placed at a clothing store, and they included those little conversation heart candies, and I immediately thought that they would make a really nice prop for a card picture. So you will see that at the end of this video. To adhere my images, I'm using the scrapbook adhesives foam squares, and I'm also using some of the liquid glue from the Lawn Fawn glue tube. I'm adhering my finished scalloped piece on a slimline card that I cut and scored to 3 3/4 of an inch by 8 3/4 of an inch. Finally, I am going in with a Spectrum Noir Clear Sparkle pen. And of course, I'm also going to add a coat of glossy accents to add some extra shine and dimension to this card. And then finally, I am going to add a couple of the White Blizzard glitter drops from Tonic Studios. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell below. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.